Now, at this point, the MySQL server is already installed, but we need some kind of client to interact with our MySQL database. So, for that, we are going to install the MySQL Workbench. So, for that, go to your favorite browser and search for MySQL, and the first link which will appear here will be from mysql.com. So, we are going to click on this link and then click on download, and then at the very bottom click on MySQL community downloads, and then we are going to choose this option which says MySQL Workbench, and then we just need to click on this download button here and then click on no thanks, just start the download. And then at this point we just need to wait for this download to finish, and once this MySQL Workbench community MSI file is downloaded, I'm going to click on this MSI file, and let me just minimize the browser, and the installation wizard for MySQL Workbench has been started. So click on next here, and this is the default location, so just leave it as default and then click on next. And we are going to go with the complete setup, so just leave it as default, which is complete, and then click on next, and then click on install, which is going to start the installation of MySQL Workbench. So now after a few seconds, I can see this message which says wizard completed, setup has been finished installing MySQL Workbench. And we can also see this checkbox here, which is going to launch the MySQL Workbench once we click on the finish button. So just leave it as checked and click on finish button, which is going to launch MySQL Workbench. So you can see the MySQL Workbench has been launched here, and it looks something like this. And also when I go to the apps section, so when I click on this Windows icon here and then click on all here, and when I go under M, I will be able to see MySQL folder here, and under MySQL I can see MySQL command line client, MySQL command line client Unicode, and MySQL Workbench, right? So if I click on MySQL command line client, it's going to open this kind of command line tool. And when I give my password, which I have set at the time of installation, it's going to log in to my MySQL server. So I selected a very simple password, which was root. So let me provide that and then press enter. And now we are in the MySQL shell. So using this MySQL client, we can interact with our MySQL server. So here when I write show databases and then give semicolon here and then press enter, it's going to show all the default databases here, right? So you can run your queries into this MySQL command line tool, and it's going to work fine. But we have also installed this MySQL Workbench. So here we can create a new connection. So the default connection is already given here, which is for local instance for MySQL. So we are going to click on this link here. And once again, here you need to provide your root password, which we have given at the time of installation of MySQL. So you just need to provide that password. And then I'm going to click on save password in Vault also. So next time I don't need to give this password. So I'm going to click on OK here, which is going to give me this kind of warning, which says connection warning, local instance, this incompatible server version. I'm going to click on continue anyway, and it's going to connect to my server. So now I'm connected to my local MySQL server using this MySQL Workbench. Now here you can see the administration tab and the schema tab, right? So this administration tab is going to show you the server status or client connections and other things which are related to administration of your MySQL server. When you click on the schemas tab, you will see the schemas, which means the databases you have on your MySQL. So I have this world database, right? And then inside this world database, I have this tables section, and inside tables, I have three tables. So if I want to see any table rows, then I can right click on that table and then I can click on select rows, limit 1000, and I can see the content of those tables. And I can also see the query here, right? So for executing this query, I just need to click on this button, which is going to once again execute that query. And you can see the output of that query in the output section here, right? So both the queries were successful. So we can see those green buttons here. So you just need to remember in the schema section, you will see the schemas, and in the administration section, you will see the administration related stuff. So that's it for this video. This is how you can install MySQL Workbench on your Windows operating system. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.